advance of the actual election. The primary process for presidential election is different from congressional election, which begins in January and lasts till June. States hold presidential, primary or caucus. It is through these elections it is decided how many delegates will represent each respective candidate at the national party in July or August. Now let's hear a presidential speech given by the Democratic leader Hillary Clinton.
For the past few years, I've been extraordinary privilege of traveling all across this country. And everywhere I've gone, people have met and stories they've heard.
Now let's hear a speech given by the Democratic leader Barack Obama.
Today, after 200 years, the former colony got the right to determine its own destiny, the right to freedom. The task of perfecting our union moves forward. It moves forward because of you. Because of you, we formed the spirit that is trimmed over war and depression. The spirit that has lifted the country from the depths of the past to the great heights of hope. Peace and united as one nation, as one people, as one American family.
Now let's hear a speech given by the Republican leader Mitt Romney.
I am not a spokesman for my church, and one thing I am not going to do in running for president is become a spokesman.
Are held in the first week of November. The candidate who receives the most votes wins even if it is not majority. The candidates who takes win a manner in all manners. How much votes are required? 230 out of 538 total. The election process in USA begins well in advance, most advanced in the civilized country. USA, everything is done through electoral process. Punching and online, see the true democratic way of elections. Now let's see the election process going on in South Africa. It's a big continent of South Africa. Good morning. Today we, ISS students of Stoicham, have received an opportunity to know the election procedure of South Africa. It is a country that has fought for the racial discrimination since 1950. It has gone through many ups and downs, and after 1994 became the newly born democratic country. It has adopted multi-social government that take care both at the national and provincial levels. Some countries use a mixed system with some PR and some constituency representatives. Elections in South Africa are inspired by the speeches given by the leaders. Now let us hear such two speeches given by the great personalities.
Good morning. Today, I, Jacob Zumi, welcome you all for gathering here. As a representative of African National Congress, I want to talk to you all. The poverty in our nation is increasing day by day, and the complaint of Africans coming to me is not just only that they are poor and the whites are rich, but there are certain rules which are designed by whites to preserve this situation. If you will give us support and your support, we will turn around this nation of racial discrimination into a nation of equality. So please vote for us and fight against racial discrimination.
I'm thankful for giving me the opportunity to say a few words on my party for the election. Good morning to one and all present. Today I, Kenneth Missouri, the leader representative of ACGP, also known as African Christian Democratic Party, is here. As you all know, the 2014 elections are either elections that are going to be held next year are very, very important for us.
free and fair elections. The people's right to freely choose their leader, to freely choose their public representative is now established and guaranteed in the Constitution. The people's right for this people have suffered a sacrifice for. However, it is a positive conduct for each of us as a political party or a leader to that right becomes reality, not just the words on the paper. Our party will see that it is conducted in a fair way. Thank you.
There are 9,000 voting districts and each voting district has its own voting station where they have to register for which they require. On election day, voters check their registration status, show their green barcoded ID book or temporary identification certificate. After checking officer issue VEC 4 or amnesty 7, ID is stamped and her name is English. Correct number of official ballot paper once per election and reached to the voter. Voters mark in the ballot paper, fold it and put it in the box secretly. In Africa, a voter can ask for another ballot paper before placing it in the box.
Officer, I want another ballot paper.
They make sure that the incorrect ballot paper is marked as cancelled or torn. Election results are declared and new government is formed both at the national and provincial levels. Election procedure in South Africa is very unique in its way, where everything is done through computerization. No chaos, no confusion, only true democratic in sense. Now let us see the election procedure of India. India, the land of soil and forest, the land of God and goddess, the land of diversity, a country with federal system of government. Good morning. Let's watch the biggest constitution working of election procedure of our country, India. India's election procedure starts with dissolving of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, and fresh elections are declared by the government of the state. President appoints the Chief Election Commissioner. It is the duty of the Chief Election Commissioner to take care of each and every procedure, undertaking, etc. During the election period, he allowed symbols, schedulized the paper and see all over the working. Filling of the nomination paper. Now let's hear some speeches of our Indian leaders.
मेरे किसान भाइयों को मेरा सादर प्रणाम। 65 सालों की आजादी के बाद मेरे किसान भाइयों के हित में सरकार ने क्या किया है, क्या कोई मुझे बता सकता है? बिजली, सड़क और जल के नाम पे सरकार को सिर्फ वादे करने आते हैं, लेकिन क्या वादों से किसी का पेट भरता है? नहीं। बाढ़ और सूखे से किसानों को कितना नुकसान होता है, लेकिन सरकार केवल हवाई दौरे करके अपना फर्ज पूरा कर देती है। हम आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि हम आपकी समस्या को सुलझाने में दिन और रात एक कर देंगे, क्योंकि आपकी समस्याएं हमारी समस्याएं हैं, आपकी परेशानी हमारी परेशानी है। जिन भी किसानों का बाढ़ या सूखे से नुकसान हुआ है, उनका ऋण माफ कर दिया जाएगा। किसानों को दवाइयों, खाद और बीजों पर उपयुक्त छूट दी जाएगी। महिलाओं की उच्च शिक्षा के लिए गांव में ही विद्यालय खोले जाएंगे, ताकि महिलाओं को
pleasure to be here in front of you. For being in politics, it is not necessary that I should provide you facilities, but it is necessary that you should have trust on me. Because of our trust, I am here. If you will have more trust on me, I will be as your representative. Thank you.
Brother, sister and elder, thanks a lot for your welcome winds of change are blowing. The people are no mood to make mistakes. People accept development. You have chosen peace to be towards these and twice. There is only talk of development. SC and SR. People feel unsafe. Central schemes are implemented. Farmers commit suicide. Government-run mafias and the poor suffer. Healthcare and education lag behind. Thank you.
Principal sir, devoted teachers of the school, my young friends, I must congratulate you for this nice presentation, and I really appreciate your efforts in made to present this skit. And on both the fronts, conceptual clarity of the issue plus artistic presentation of the skit. Frankly speaking, I found it better than I had thought it to be. Well done. It's a matter of pleasure that my young friends understand this process and procedures of parliamentary democracy in India, presidential type of government in America, and a very unique system in South Africa, where the electoral process is based on party-list proportional representation, very well executed. Nice. I congratulate sir, you and your team and very devoted teachers. And it's a matter of pleasure that somewhere in Indore, social science is being taught in such an interesting way. And I would like you to enact or stage mock parliament next time. And you have got that potential and talent, you can do it.